Previously on Double Progression Trouble.
Fusilier is not level 7.
Fusilier's a 7.
No way Fusilier is
Yes,
7.
it is!
Oh, it is. Never mind. Prohibition, and the card I will declare is Mirage Dragon.
You are fucking with me. Let's go fishing.
Jesse, I am so happy you hit that one with Extermination. A hero emerges. The Blue Eyes White Dragon. This is the best deck I've ever played, actually.
Is there ever any reason for me to call anything other than 7? I don't think there is. I think I'm going to stick with my guns and call 7.
Let's try it. No, not like that.
Why are you playing Red Eyes Black Dragon?
I want to win playing this stupid-ass deck that I love, or I'm not gonna win at all. And you know what? I'm happy with my decision.
Season 2 of Double Progression Trouble starts now. Hello world and all who inhabit it, my name is Jessica and this is the premiere of Season 2 of Double Progression Trouble. In this series, both Sophie and myself will be opening 48 packs of Yu-Gi-Oh cards, 24 from each main set, moving in chronological order. We will build a deck with our collection and play a few games against each other. First player to win 2 games wins the episode. Between games, we have the option to open additional packs as well as ban cards, meaning the card pool is constantly in flux and the two of us will have to stay flexible if we want to come out on top. Now, normally we start these episodes off by opening packs, but seeing as we're starting a new season with this one, we have a little bit of housekeeping to take care of. First of all, the final score for DPT Season 1 was 8-5 with me coming out on top. For the start of Arc 2, both of our scores will be reset to 0, and additionally for today's opening, we each get to open 1 extra pack for each point we received last season. So I get to open 8 extra packs, Sophie gets to open 5. Sophie also gets to open 2 2004 Yu-Gi-Oh! Movie packs.
Good for having this, talk right here, because, not even for the viewers, I completely forgot I get to do that.
Another thing that's going to happen now is Sophie and I will each be adding 6 additional cards to our collection. We talked about this beforehand, so now, Sophie, you can go ahead and do this just manually on the Yu-Gi-Oh! Pro Deck thing. Go ahead and do me a favor, add 3 copies of Polymerization to your collection, and add 3 copies of Shape Snatch to your collection, and I will do the same. The reason for triple poly is there are a lot of fusion cards in the GX era, and you need polymerization to make pretty much all of them. So Sophie and I figured if we do pull GX fusions, we should have the option of running them not be determined by whether or not we were lucky enough to get this DM era card. We are just declaring equal opportunity polymerization for all participants of this series.
Free poly for all. Communism now.
Free poly for all! The reason for the triple shape snatch is a great segue into the first of our 2 rule changes that we decided on for Season 2. I'm happy to announce that going forward, Sophie and I will be building side decks for Double Progression Trouble. In Season 1, basically our whole collection was our side deck, and I kind of liked the chaos of that, but also it is very difficult to deck build under those circumstances, as well as very time-consuming to record and edit, so we are simplifying things a little bit. So you may be asking, reasonably, what the fuck does Shape Snatch have to do with literally any of that?
It's a good question.
It's a really good question. The best answer is that Sophie and I are both idiots, but in DPT, winning games means you get to open packs, and you are allowed to use cards you open in your packs in the ongoing match. Previously, we did this by just saying your whole collection is your side deck. From here on out, we're changing it so that every copy of Shape Snatch you play in your side deck is a placeholder, and at any point between games you can dump a copy of Shape Snatch for any card you receive in a pack between games. So if Sophie gets a copy of Sidra after game 1 today, she can redeem one of her Shape Snatches and have that Sidra for the remainder of the match, so long as it doesn't get banned. Running multiple copies of Shape Snatch is entirely our decision. Some weeks we may decide to run less than 3 Shape Snatch if we don't expect to pull too much good stuff between games, because we might judge the side deck space is more useful.
I've been hearing a lot of things about Shape Snatch since, like, the year 2009, right? And, like, you know, if the joke was funny back then, it's gotta be funny now, I think. So I can't imagine running less than 3 Shape Snatch.
My theory is that, it's funny if we give Shape Snatch an actual, like, functionality. Like, it's not just a normal 5-star monster anymore. Like, it actually has a very strong special effect in our series.
So true.
That is the first rule change heading into Season 2. The second one concerns the finals. Last season, we were intending to only do one final, and then Sophie went and tied up the series, and we needed a tiebreaker. And I'm gonna be real, Sophie and I really enjoyed the process of banning about 50 cards and then doing a true finale with a vastly reduced card pool, so we are keeping that in. There will be 2 finale episodes after we are done opening GX packs, and since we're committing now to doing both of those finales, we're gonna make each of them worth 2 points rather than 3. And of course, all other episodes of the series are still worth 1 point each. Am I missing anything, Sophie?
Not that I know of, but I'm gonna be real. If you were missing something, I would not remember it, so...
That's fine. It's okay. It's my responsibility to remember things, so if I'm forgetting something, I'll just let you know halfway through game 1. Does that sound good?
I wouldn't want it any other way.
Alright, without further ado, on to the pack openings, which Sophie definitely did not record already.
Why would I record things out of order? That would be so disingenuous for the viewers.
Chronology is very important, and we respect it at all times here at Double Progression Trouble. See y'all in the packs.
Welcome to GX, where the archetypes are made up and the pulls don't matter. We are starting off with a whimper, as is expected of the GX era of Yu-Gi-Oh! We are still in 60 card sets, meaning you don't have that many chances to release meta impactful stuff, and oh boy does this set not take its chances. There is exactly one unambiguously good card in this set, and it is Brain Control, which I would love to find. Other than that, we have Mega Rock, which if we pull 2, could enable a really funny but bad deck. DD Survival will become relevant later if we pull macro stuff, so that would be good to pick up. And other than that, there's literally nothing worth talking about, just a bunch of absolute crap. Outside of Death Wombat, who prevents all effect damage, and thank fucking god for that. I'm never losing to Burn again.
So throughout the history of Yu-Gi-Oh, there's been a often talked about topic, and that is power creep. Power creep is when Konami releases new cards that were more powerful than the old ones in order to update the metagame, and also make the powerful cards of yesterday less valuable so that they can sell new ones. There's a lot of discussion to be had about power creep, and it can be frustrating to have spent a lot of money on a good card only for something that completely trouses it to be released in the next month. But the GX era arguably goes too far in the opposite direction, with some of the lowest power individual sets in the entire Yu-Gi-Oh franchise, vastly reducing the number of cards in the pack to begin with. There are only 60 cards that we can possibly pull, and then going farther and just making a lot of cards that are fundamentally inferior versions of cards that have come before. In a format where you have Monarchs, for example, there's never any reason to play Millennium Scorpion, very little reason to play Ancient Gear Beast. Nonetheless, we did plan ahead and ban a fair few cards before we did this episode, so there is some stuff here that we can use. Medusa Worm and Guardian Statue are basically very poor ladies Pac-Man cards. DD Survivor will be important later on. The Elemental Hero fusions may not be terrible in a format like this where we have gotten rid of so very many removal cards. Elemental Hero Flame Wingman in particular can get a huge amount of burn damage on Sophie all at once. Bring Control, of course, is the strongest individual card in this set and one of the main contenders for one of the first couple of bans. It may only be an inferior version of Change of Heart, but Change of Heart started at such an overpowered place to begin with, you can still scale back quite a ways and still be left with a broken card. Nitro Unit is kind of cute. It's a potential way to get damage on Sophie once again. Hero Signal may be good as a means to just special summon a Clayman with 2k defense from your deck, and that will pretty much do it. Let's go ahead and get cracking on Lost Millennium.
Let's go ahead and open 24 packs and see if we can pull anything worth talking about. I mean, yeah, that's a guy. Elemental Hero Thunder Giant it's like a card, right? The hero fusions are all really bad, but Thunder Giant is definitely the least bad, and there's even a Sparkman to go with it. Now that we've given ourselves 3 party, I might consider doing some jank with this. And there's the first Death Wombat. Really want to see 3 of this guy. DD Survivor, important. We really want to pick up a playset of that, because it'll be good later. And now the Clayman for the Thunder Giant. White Ninja I didn't talk about, but isn't like the worst card. We might be playing it. And you know, Big Shield Gardener. That card's like actually pretty good, you know, with a 2600 booty. But this card, it's just kinda mid. Jesse, can you put in like a shitty like laugh track here? Just like the shittiest laugh track you can find.
Come on.
Thanks. Anyway, that aside, this pack actually has nothing in it. Medusa Worm is a Pac-Man card, but we've banned every star card, so I don't believe in it. Hey, there's a holo. It's the world's shittiest monarch. Hooray!
Alright, 24 packs of Lost Millennium starting now. Medusa Worm is one of the cards we said that is pretty good, otherwise not a whole lot to speak of here. Alright, that's our first Clayman. We would be interested in receiving a playset of this as well as Hero Signal, so hopefully we can end up with that.
That's the Stardust Wombat, and that's probably the best thing we're gonna pull. Oh fuck, never mind, that's a brain control! Oh my god, that timing could not have worked out better. Let's go. This is insane. Like, I'm pretty sure on early GX, some form of tribute summoning is gonna be the best strat. Especially because if I do recall, Jesse let me keep exactly 1 Monarch. Dude, brain control is so fucking huge. Alright, that is better than I could have ever asked for from this set. Ancient Gear Beast is actually maybe worth discussing. It is a reasonable 1 tribute. It has the Ancient Gear effect of preventing battle traps from working, but it also negates the effects of things like a recruiter that you attack into. In a world where most of our good tribute summons are banned, this might be good enough to actually see play. Yo, this guy got toes! He also sucks, but his feeties are nice. Alright, ultimate rare hero signal. There's some copium for the hero lovers out there. I mean, listen, I have the Thunder Giant, I'll think about it, but I don't know, hero signal's not a very good card. So we're coming up on the last couple of packs. I mean, I'm really happy with my pulls. I have 1 brain control, which is all I ever wanted. We have the Thunder Giant and all the materials, as well as 3 Death Wombat. The only thing I'm worried about is that even after this pack, I still only have 1 DD Survivor. I would really love to find a second one in the last pack. Damn, just the most mid card in the set. Well, regardless, that is not too bad. 1 Survivor is better than 0. And we pulled the only good card, so I cannot complain too much.
Ancient Gear Beast is kind of neat. If Sophie gets a lot of, like... God, we banned all the fucking strong flip effect monsters, though, so I don't even know if Ancient Gear Beast is that good at this point. We did get a $4 ultra rare in the form of Reshef the Dark Being. I don't know when we might get that very solid ritual spell card that lets me use normal monsters from my deck. Whenever we get that, this might be a nice card to have on hand. For the time being, I can't imagine us going out of our way to play it. First DD Survivor is kind of neat. I really appreciate this $2 ultimate rare. Thoroughly deserved. Alright, that's a Millennium Scorpion. That's at least like an okay tribute summon. If we get rid of a couple of Sophie's monsters with it, we can have it reach unstoppable heights. So that's kind of nifty. Second DD Survivor is pretty nice. Nitro unit, as well as third Elemental Hero Clayman. No hero signal to speak of so far, though. Alright, that is our first hero signal, as well as a playset of Medusa Worm. That is a super rare Winged Karibo. I don't know that this card is that good, right? It's essentially just a card that says try again next turn. Alright, last pack of Lost Millennium. Can I see a Brain Control? No. Okay, we did not see the best card in this pack, but I am ready to just move on with my life.
Next up, we have Cybernetic Revolution, one of the most impactful sets in the game's history, thanks pretty much exactly to this baby right here. Cyber Dragon is an absurdly powerful card, and I really want to find at least one copy. The rest of the set sucks. It's literally just Cyber Dragon. There's not much else at all interesting in here. There's a couple things. Miracle Fusion at rare would be really cool to do some hero jank. Rising Energy is actually a pretty strong combat trick in a world where our back row is much weaker. But other than that, really not too much to talk about here. Drillroid is kind of a decent way to get rid of defense position monsters, and maybe we're down bad enough on playable cards that we're putting Steamroid in the deck. But I would not count on it. So let's go ahead, open 24 packs, and hope there's a Cyber Dragon in them. There's a UFO Roid Fighter. Great. Bubble Man is a good pickup. That card potentially enables hero strategies. Importantly, if it gets to stick around until the Xyz era, that's actually a really strong card to have. And if only we had poured the Winged Karibo so we could go into Transcendent Wings, but alas, such jank is beyond our reach. Dimension Wall is a reasonable burn card, it could come up. And there is the first Drillroid. I do want to find a playset of this, just to deal with defense position guys. That seems like a good thing to have. Actually, I didn't talk about this, but Spiritual Wind Aunt might be very important. This lets you tribute a wind monster to return any opponent's card to the bottom of the deck, which is really strong removal. And this is gonna be relevant now, and will be really good in a couple of sets once Harpies get some more support, because we have a really strong Harpy package that this will back up nicely. Cyber and Dragon is the least practical fusion I could have gotten, but oh well, it's here. Maybe that's a sign. Maybe this is like a prophecy that I will pull 3 Cyber Dragon. I'd like that. So that's not a Cyber Dragon. That is distinctly not Sidra. I've pulled 0 Supers and 3 Ultras, none of which are remotely playable. Weird one for sure. Well, there's a Super, and it's a 2200 attack man. Sure. Well, hey, here's some hero garbage. Miracle Fusion is actually a really nice pickup alongside the ultimate rare Spark Blaster, which is a little less good.
Cybernetic Revolution, more of the same, not a lot of really good cards in this set. There are a couple Roid monsters I would not mind receiving. Gyroid can't be destroyed by battle once per turn. Steamroid can get over some pretty big threats. Drillroid can destroy defense position monsters. And UFO Roid is terrible in the TCG, but will be kind of nifty if Sophie and I do another junior format live show. When we're opening Cybernetic Revolution, we are mainly going to be searching for Cyber Dragon, the strongest card to be released in the GX era for a very, very long time. This thing completely changed the game. It probably would have changed the dynamic of the game if it just said normal summon itself, but the fact that it is a special summon in addition to just being a really easily played 2100 dude is just insane and helps a huge amount of strategies. Cybernetic Magician is also a pretty neat one. It essentially is a way to beat any monster. Goblin Elite Attack Force would be nice to have because nobody has regular Goblin Attack Force. BES Crystal Core seems not too bad. It can't be destroyed by battle and switches Sophie's monsters to defense position. Oh, Indomitable Fighter Lele is just immediately better than the Goblin Elite Attack Force. I guess the 1500 defense might come up, we'll see. We've got some fusion shenanigans down here. Now, all of this is with the stipulation that, like, if either of us pull a Cyber Dragon, there's a really big question of whether or not it's going to last even one episode. But if it does, Cyber Twin Dragon is a really strong payoff that can end the game by itself, especially if that Cyber Twin Dragon happens to be summoned with a Power Bond. Miracle Fusion is also a great card. I would love to get multiple copies of this. Dragon's Mirror seems not bad. System Down might be a pretty good side deck option. Pot of Generosity is genuinely one of the worst cards ever printed. Skyscraper will serve to give our elemental hero cards a little bit more something to do. And lastly, Rising Energy and Dimension Wall are pretty good battle tricks to have on hand. Possibly game winning if we surprise Sophie with them enough. Alright, now we are opening Cybernetic Revolution. And just as a reminder, as the person who received 8 points in Season 1, I get to open 8 additional packs today. I did end up going with Cybernetic Revolution just because I want more copies of Sidra. That would be nifty to have. Right off the bat, this is a pretty good pack. We've got the Drillroid and the Miracle Fusion. Conscription isn't even that bad. It's risky as fuck. Deeply hilarious whenever it goes off, though. Alright, second copy of Miracle Fusion and also a Steamroid on hand. That is also a Dragon's Mirror for the collection. Alright, that is our playset of Miracle Fusion. We like to see that. Ooh, Rising Energy. That is a good one. We may very well replace Rush Recklessly with this card. I guess it depends on how important our discards end up being, but increasing your monster's attack by 1500 is insane.
But I am happy to have at least one Miracle Fusion. Honestly, if I pull 3 Miracle, I'll be happy with a 0 side rug, because that's gonna enable some funny stuff. Okay, there's Miracle Fusion number 2. That's honestly enough. I could play some Hero Cope. God, I might have to do that just for content. I'm pretty sure that's the third drill ride too, which is nice. Oh my god, I mean, I asked for it. We have the playset of Miracle Fusion. Alright. We can't not play Hero, right? Like, it's hard, because literally our only target is 1 copy of Thunder Giant. But, like, we might need to try. Oh, Cybernetic Magician at Super is nowhere near as good as Sidra, obviously, but again, in our limited pool of tribute monsters available, this is being just a 2400 guy with an effect that sometimes matters. It's probably good enough. Oh my god. Just all of the super rares in the world that aren't Cyber Dragon. BES Crystal Core is a card that was pretty good in exactly 1 junior format, and probably not good here. We might play it for the funny though. And that brings us to the last pack. Can we find the Sidra? No, we cannot, but I think that's my second Rising Energy. Actually, is that my first Rising Energy? That might be a bit of an issue. That card's pretty good. Yeah, I guess that is the first one. Well, I would rather have 1 than 0. And oh boy, do we suddenly have the ability to play the worst hero deck you've seen in your entire life. Let's see if we can make it happen.
The second copy of Rising Energy. Ooh, we've got an Indomitable Fighter Lele. That's a big one. There is our second Indomitable Fighter Lele. I think we have the playset of Steamroid now. That's a Gyroid. And finally, the most important pull, the fucking super rare UFO Roid. Alright, that is the playset of Drillroid. That is also nifty to see. That is also the playset of Rising Energy. We are halfway through our pulls at this point, and we have not seen a Cyber Dragon yet. I know it's a super rare, but I am going to be disappointed if we open the full 32 packs of this and don't see a single copy. although that is our playset of Indomitable Fighter Lele. So that is, at the very least, a nice consolation prize, and it does beat Cyber Dragon. Dimension Wall! That is a lovely card to see. It's even the ultimate rare as well. Magical Explosion is just some OTK bullshit.
And here we are with the 5 bonus packs I get for having 5 points last season, a rule I definitely remembered. So the correct play here is to open 5 Cybernetic Revolution to dig for Sidra, but I'm a greedy bitch, so instead I'm gonna open 3 Cybernetic Revolution, followed by 2 more Lost Millennium in a vain attempt to pull more hero fusions. Let's see if we can get anything good. Second Cybernetic's okay. Really wish we could find Sidra as one of our many supers. Playset as Bubble Man could come up, I guess, and nothing in here. Let's see if Lost Millennium will come through for us. Second DD Survivor is actually quite a big deal. That actually makes this worth doing, even though I'm not gonna get my hero stuff. And, oh my god, wow. The third DD Survivor. Well, you know, that's not what I was here for, but I will take it. That is going to be huge once we get to DeFi macro. Let's save that to the collection and get around to deck building.
Okay, so this next pack is the last one that we would be opening if we didn't have those 8 points from Season 1. I think we already had the playset of Miracle Fusion, so that doesn't do anything. We did not find the Cyber Dragon in the 24 initial. We are going into overtime. We are hoping and praying for a Sidra. That's a no. No. Once again, no. Oh god, we're getting down to the wire. Come on! One Cyber Dragon. Oh, come on, I opened over 30 of these packs. Just one Cyber Dragon, one time. One Cyber Dragon, one time! One Cyber Dragon, one time! Oh. Not a single Cyber Dragon in 32 packs of Cybernetic Revolution. That is a little bit of a bummer. We did see a lot of good stuff, though, so this isn't a bad Cybernetic Revolution opening. We just didn't pull the best card. We will see if that comes back to bite us in the games. For now, we will save this draft to the collection and move over to deck building.
This is my deck for today's match, and... Okay, don't leave. I promise I'm not throwing. I mean, not more than I usually throw, at least, by playing random garbage. But I swear to God, this deck is not quite as bad as it looks. What you are witnessing is an abomination against God I am calling Moki Monarchs. The idea of this deck is to use powerful low-level vanilla support, like Enchanting Fitting Room and Human Wave Tactics, to make sure I always have some dumbass monsters on the field to tribute for powerful guys, such as Thestalos, Dark Dust, Cybernetic Magician, or even a Giga Gaga Gigo. I really wanted to play this deck because King of the Skull Servants just came out in our new sets, and I really wanted to play it, but somehow I have 0 Skull Servant, which is a common in LOB, so... Moki it is. I still think this deck is funny enough to try out. There's a bunch of really cute synergies going on here, so let me explain everything. I'm running a whole bunch of level 1 vanillas, all of the best quote-unquote ones I could stuff in. Specifically, we have 7 in the form of 3 Charcoal Apache, 3 DD Trainer, and my one and only Oppressed People that have 2000 defense. And I think in a much weaker format post-ban list, 2k defenders are gonna have their day in the sun again. These guys should help us survive long enough to get to our powerful monarchs. Everything else in here is bad, but the level 1 for Triangle Power, which gives 2000 attack to all level 1 normal monsters you control. This gives us another way to convert our tiny useless guys into big attackers, letting us sink in a ton of damage. In terms of monarchs, quote-unquote, we have the one actual monarch that's legal, then we have Giga Gaga Gigo, 2 Dark Dust Spirit, 2 Cybernetic Magician, and 1 Fiend Mega Cyber, who's mostly here as a free summon, but can be tributed for in a pinch. I'm also on 2 Magical Scientists. this card gives me access to a bunch of powerful removal in the form of attacking fusion monsters, and also a really hilarious interaction with Moki Moki King, which summons Moki Mokis from the grave upon leaving the field, including at this time in history, when it is returned to the extra deck in the end phase by the restriction on Scientist. Really hope we get to pull that off. Other than that, I'm on my 1 brain con because it's an actual good Monarch enabler, 1 creature swap to trade my useless guys for good stuff, triple DDC to make up for my deck's inconsistency, 3 enchanted fitting room which summons level 2 or lower normals off the top, 3 order to charge, a dual link staple in the earliest days of the game, which lets you sack a normal monster to destroy a monster your opponent controls. This is a -1, but if we hit a tribute with it, it's fine. 3 triangle power, 3 human wave tactics, which just keeps giving you dumb guys, 1 Mitch's UA for removal, 3 order to smash with the other pair for this deck. You can tribute a level 2 or lower normal monster to destroy 2 spells and traps, which is really good in a format with limited backdoor removal, 1 soul res to heal up monsters, and 2 threatening to stay alive. Yes, I am on 50, there is a reason for this. You need to run a critical mass of tiny vanillas in order to have targets for fitting room and wave tactics, but you don't want to draw too many because they're terrible, so I think going over 40 is correct. The extra deck is a bunch of scientist targets, plus Thunder Giant, which isn't actually, sadly. And the side, we have an Ancient Gear Beast, in case we need to beat recruiters, Death Wombat, in case he's somehow found Burn, and the rest of the side deck is a bunch of big beta vanillas and non-spellcasting area, which makes vanillas unaffected by spell effects, so that if we need to side into vanilla beatdown in the unlikely event this deck doesn't work, we have that option. And of course, 2 Shape Snatch for our falls. So this deck sucks ass. But when it works, it is very funny, so let's see if we can make that happen.
Welcome to the beginning of GX era, and here is the first deck that I will be playing. What we're essentially doing here is just playing the biggest monsters we have on hand, as well as a bunch of equip cards. And in addition to those equip cards, we are actually playing a couple of Tailor of the Fickle in main deck, because Sophie has 3 copies of Ekabu Drakmord, which is the scariest card she has in her collection. I fucking hate dealing with this asshole. So we are hoping to get the drop on her with Tailor of the Fickle, and then ideally ban this card sooner rather than later, just because I don't want to deal with it. Going through the card by card, we have triple Indomitable Fighter, Lele, triple Steamroid, triple Drillroid, 1 Dark Elf, 1 Jerigumo. Still hate this card, but at least it can be in defense position while it's in attack position. Chiron the Mage, once again very suspicious of this card, but we are, we might not want to use any of our spell cards, and Sophie might have something on hand that we have to deal with. We are playing a nice package of dragon cards with Luster Dragon, Triple Mirage Dragon, Horus the Black Flame Dragon level 4, and Horus the Black Flame Dragon level 6, as well as 3 strong tribute summon monsters in Blowback Dragon, Great Maju Garzette, and Thestalos the Firestorm Monarch. I'm hoping that these cards will be able to stick to the field in a format with a relatively low amount of straight monster removal. For our equip cards, we have United We Stand, increases the attack of my monsters by 800 for every other monster on the field. Acts of Despair increases my monster's attack by 1000, no downsides. Mask of Brutality increases my monster's attack by 1000, and I lose 1000 during my standby phase or lose this card. 1 Shooting Star Bow Seal can either be used to weaken Sophie's monsters or let my monsters go in for the kill whenever I need to. Big Bang Shot, sometimes doing piercing, is really nice. Ekabu Drakmord, I only have the 1 copy, but it's still quite strong. And of course we have our Tailor of the Fickle, which lets us switch equip cards to other monsters on the field. For trap cards, we have Triple Michizure, possibly the strongest individual card in my collection, and one of the most likely to receive a ban after game 1. We have Triple Zero Gravity, 1 Spellbinding Circle, 1 Magic Jammer, and we did indeed throw the Rising Energy into the main deck. That 1500 is just really good. For side, we have Asura Priest. If Sophie seems to be on Recruiters, then we have a Troop Dragon Stamping Destruction package to kind of make sure that we always have a dragon on hand as a means to use this pretty solid 4-hour format spell trap removal. Another Shooting Star Bow Seal, another Tailor of the Fickle, 2 Nobleman of Extermination, 2 copies of Rush Recklessly, and 2 copies of Conscription. See y'all in the games. Actually, I completely forgot about the fucking Shape Snatch. We will put 2 Shape Snatch in the side deck. I don't feel the need to max out at 3, because as established, there are only 2 cards that I really would strongly consider adding to my deck if I pulled them between games, that being Bring Control and Cyber Dragon. For real now, this is the deck. See y'all in the games. We are back, Sophie. We are back in it. I gotta be real. I have missed this. This is like coming home to a dearly beloved family member, but that dearly beloved family member screws you out of supers.
Yeah, no, I feel that. It does feel good to be back. It's been over a month, right, since we've sat down and recorded, like, a regular-ass episode of DPT.
Yeah, we did the finale, and then we did some fun streaming shenanigans, because I really like messing around with our available card pool. But yeah, we are getting back into it. Right away, just rocking the world. Hey! Yeah. Okay.
Alright, I'm excited, excited to see all of those cool and interesting GX cards come into play.
Sophie, are you playing a 50-card deck?
I mean, I might be. Who can say for sure?
You are also playing the extra deck. I don't know if that is a smokescreen or if that's what you're actually throwing at me, but I did have you go first, so you'll have a chance to show me.
That's so true. I'm gonna show you maybe the most exciting play you ever see in this turn. Are you ready? I'm gonna set a back row. And then I'm gonna set a back row. And then I'm gonna set a monster, actually, and then I'm gonna pass.
Okay, let's get this started with your old friend from the last official DPT episode. I'm gonna normal summon Mirage Dragon in attack mode.
Ah, Mirage Dragon, that's fine.
I'm going to quit that Mirage Dragon with Axe of Despair.
Okay, sure. We're just making Guy. He's a big boy.
We are just making a big boy right off the bat. Mirage Dragon.
End of main phase. I would like to activate Human Wave Tactic. You may now proceed.
During the end, you select a number Oh no. Oh, Sophie. What?
Personally, I think you should just not worry about it.
Well, we're just gonna, see what happens here.
What's gonna happen is that you will defeat my Gigabyte.
Alright, well, so I will set an additional card and proceed to end phase. Do you have some stuff you would like to do?
I would love to activate the effect of Human Wave Tactic. Thank you very much.
What in Christ's name are you summoning?
And from my deck, I would love to summon a Moki Moki.
Oh, no. I am not prepared. Go ahead. Do your worst.
Truly, I don't think anyone can be prepared. Let's see, how do I want to do this? I don't think I'm in any rush. I'm just hanging out, I'm gonna set a monster and pass.
Alright, so this is a little bit of a weird situation to be in, just because since you have stuck to what I'm assuming are level 2 or lower normal monsters, now at the end of the turn you will get to summon 2 more additional level 2 monsters, and even if I continue to build up my field over a period of time, you will still have that.
I'll run out of guys in deck eventually, I'm only on 50 cards.
That is fair, but I think the play here is to try to make you run out of life points before you run out of guys. So I'm going to give Mirage Dragon another equip card. Let's activate Big Bang Shot.
Ah, I see.
Now we have...
End of main phase. So Big Bang Shot has this cool little thing where when it leaves the field, the equipped monster is banished. So I would love to activate Order to Smash targeting Moki Moki.
Destroy up to 2 spell and trap cards your opponent controls? Fuck! Holy
Is
shit!
that okay?
No, but yes, I guess.
Fantastic. I will be destroying your set card and Big Bang Shot.
I kind of wanted that. That's a 0 gravity, and you are correct. My Mirage Dragon will be banished here.
This is the best deck of all time.
Well, since we lost the Mirage Dragon, we will just go ahead and summon the Steamroid. And since attacking fundamentally does nothing here, I'm just going to pass it.
Fantastic.
You may have one-upped me on the Dekoichi, but I still got a train on the field regardless.
Chugga, chugga, chew, chew. I think give him my hand. It's time to try to get more guys. I will pay 800 life points to activate Enchanting Fitting Room.
What the fuck what is the proactive strategy for this deck? I have to ask, what are you doing?
There is a plan in here, don't you worry.
Okay, cool. Go ahead and excavate the top 4. Yeah, okay.
That's the plan.
Well, yeah, I immediately see what the plan is. I figured it out. You only get 1.
Yeah, but that's fine.
It's a deeply, deeply hilarious one. A workaholic fiend who devotes everything to his research into the languages of Dark World. His mind has collapsed because of working too hard. He tried too hard to make a viable Dark World strategy and went insane.
I mean, it says he's researching the languages of a dark world. Do you think that means he's, like, going on the internet and trying to figure out what, like, you know, all the memes are about? Is this what drove him insane?
Similar to how
that makes sense to me.
How Tolkien kind of created some new languages. There is somebody out there who has created a new language specifically for Grapha.
So true! Anyway, creature swap.
No, you have 1 creature swap! That is a 50-card deck!
Yeah, I mean, what about it? You know, what about it?
Okay. This is... I cannot believe you are winning right now. I am a little bit dumbstruck. I don't have any hand traps. You could just do your thing.
Awesome. I had to look up a ruling real quick. Sadly, destroying a vanilla I own on your field does not proc human wave tactics. But that's fine. Go get us, Steamroid.
You will regret stealing that train from me.
Maybe. But we'll see.
I am going to normal summon Indomitable Fighter Lele.
Oh shit, it's a big boy.
It is a big boy. We will take out my train. And you will be taking a little bit extra damage because Steamroid loses attack here.
Yeah, Steamroid, unlike most cards in GX, is not good.
Steamroid is exactly good enough to win against Sidra.
Indeed. Alright, behold the most powerful monster in my possession, Goblin Calligrapher.
Cool. So that would be Indomitable Fighter Lele. Turns out, unlike most cards in GX, Indomitable Fighter Lele, not a good card.
That's crazy. We've seen 2 bad GX cards in a row. Surely there can't be more of those.
Yeah,
anyway.
as opposed to your deck, which is nothing but the most optimal of cards.
Hey, these are bad DM cards. Thank you.
Well, I am gonna go ahead and throw a good DM card at you. Let's activate Ekabu Drakmord
You're
and
fucking with
put it
me?
on your fucking Goblin Calligrapher. And guess what? Human wave tactics doesn't fucking work when it's destroyed by an effect. So, you're in trouble now, motherfucker.
I mean, you're not right. This is... Never before in the history of time has this interaction occurred.
What the fuck are we even doing right now? What the fuck is this game? We really just, we're right back into it. You're passing!
We're right back into something, let me tell you.
So, at the end of this turn, you will lose the goblin.
Damn. Whatever will I do without my best friend, Goblin Calligrapher?
Truly the most value that anybody has ever gotten off of an Ekabu Drakmord. Blanking the human wave tactics, let's go.
Honestly. Now the question is, when will you be able to actually do anything?
I don't know, you destroyed the only 3 monsters I've drawn so far.
Let's go!
Alright. I don't know what your back row is, or if it does literally anything at all, but we do need to just get swinging at some point, so here's another fucking Lele.
Alright, we're doing it.
We will move into battle phase, we'll take out this guy, it's probably gonna set off human wave tactics, but fuck, I may just have to wait and make you waste every level 2 in the graveyard. That may literally be where we're at.
On attack declaration, I will activate human wave tactics. Then that attack's fine. Perfectly fine.
$50-card deck, you've drawn 2 of them. Go ahead and summon two level 2 or lower normal monsters now.
Yeah.
I don't have anything further.
And why don't you go ahead and put that funky little guy in defense position? Alright, behold my Mokies.
Okay, pass.
Let's drop a turn. Alright, I'm not... Now, you know, you're complaining about all the stuff I'm finding in 50, and that is valid, but what I still haven't found is any of my guys who actually do things.
That's true. The guys that actually do things came off of the Enchanted Fitting Broom, but then you shuffled your whole ass deck.
Yeah. Time for some Moki violence.
Okay.
Go, Moki, go!
I
Hell!
will humiliatingly activate Spellbinding Circle on the Moki Moki.
This is the saddest game of Yu-Gi-Oh! I've seen in my life. Welcome back to DPT, everyone!
Okay, that is
I missed
finally something that I can do. I'm gonna attribute the Indomitable Fighter Lele for a Thestalos, the Firestorm Monarch.
Oh fuck, that's actually an issue.
We'll go ahead and roll a dice. Let's see what we can get here. This one.
That... I didn't want you hitting that one.
Yes!
I wanted that one in my hand, thank you.
Yes! Skill! Skill! Nothing but skill on DPT! Oh wow, you pulled the brain control. That fucks with my plan to ban Ekabu Drakmord immediately after this game. God, you know, I don't know what that other face down card is, but what I do know is things have been going a little rough for me, and I probably would do well to get some damage on the board, so I am going to put a Mask of Brutality on my Thestalos.
Oh fuck, that is a big-ass man.
It is a 3400 guy, and if you don't have any interruption, we're gonna attack into the attack position Moki Moki.
Yeah, that's rough. I will take a hot 31.
Okay, now we are getting somewhere. We're gonna proceed to main phase 2. God, the human wave tactics is very deeply funny and also very annoying. We will go ahead and Ekabue the fucking Moki Moki.
Let's go! Sure.
Um,
I love this game.
this is absolutely absurd.
During the end phase, I will activate the effect of 2 human wave tactics. Alright.
You are, go off, Queen.
Guess who's back? It's Goblin Calligrapher.
A goblin who devotes himself to mastering perfect calligraphy of the word false. He gives his all to each stroke. So he just wants his handwriting to be as good as possible, but only for one word. That is incredible.
For one word. Gotta respect the grind.
Okay.
Alright, I think we're always firing this now. Here's different dimension capsule.
Alright, that is fine by me.
Now I need to figure out what exactly I want in my hand.
I mean, it's Dark Dust Spirit, right?
Mayhap. I'm definitely thinking about it. I am gonna banish this card, which could quite literally be anything.
Awesome.
And then I'll pass.
You know what? That is actually a pretty good draw, given the situation. I will go ahead and pay my 1,000 for now.
Fantastic. Let's go.
And what I want to do now, Sophie, is I am going to normal summon a Drillroid in attack mode. And once again, Human Wave Tactics, that card you have on the field, only works if the monster's destroyed by battle. So we're going to proceed to battle phase, and I'm going to take out this Goblin Calligraphy with Drillroid's effect. I am not going to attack with the Stalos. Instead, I am... I'm just going to pass for now.
That's actually a little bit scary. That's the first turn on DDC.
Yes.
And hey, wouldn't you know it? What's that card you thought I wanted to find? What's that card?
No, that's my Ekabue Drakmord as well.
Whoa.
This is not good. This is not good for me. This is a rough one.
Go, Dark Dust Spirit!
Okay, Dark Dust Spirit gets in.
And May Phase 2, let's see if we can keep the train rolling, shall we?
Cool.
1, 2, 3, 4. Alright, we hit 1. That is good enough. This guy even has a booty on him.
That's like the best 1-star there is.
Yeah.
Talking about good enough.
Okay, listen, in fairness, I'm saying good enough. It's the best level 1 normal monster. He's not that good.
I mean, he's got a booty and he facilitates your strategy.
It's true. He's got a booty and the barbecue grilled with his charcoal is so awesome that everybody thinks it's priceless. Boop.
Yeah, that's a great draw. That's what we wanted to see here. Go ahead.
Draw standby phase. I will get the card to my hand that I searched with DDC. And let me think. If your face down card could stop attacks, I assume you would have used it on my last attack. Yeah, we're gonna try and do it. I will activate Soul Resurrection, targeting Moki Moki.
Okay.
And I will sacrifice my Moki Moki to summon Cybernetic Magician.
Alrighty, that's a pretty big guy.
I will switch my Empachi into attack position. And we'll go Cybernetic Effect. I'm gonna pitch a DD Trainer to make the attack of Empachi 2000 this
Wait,
turn.
this is both sides of the field! I lose! Yep. Oh no!
Yes!
Come on!
Yes, how did we get there?
How did... Oh my god, are you kidding me right now?
Yeah. Let's go!
Oh god, Wow, DPT is gonna set a record. Fastest cancellation after renewal. Jesus Christ.
Couldn't have dreamed of a better game one.
Okay,
If I lose the next two, I'll lose happy.
I'm banning brain control. We're just gonna get this out of the way right away.
Damn, that's crazy. Yeah, no, that makes sense. That card's busted.
Yeah.
And you know what? I'll just do what you wanted to do for you. Let's ban a Kibio Drac mod.
Oh,
Card's
that
annoying.
is actually very kind of you, as the person who is rocking triple Ekibu. God, yeah, cool, great, awesome. I am going to go open my loser packs and cry.
I'm gonna go open my winner packs, thanks to my good friend, Charcoal and Party. Let's fucking go. Let's fucking go. I cannot believe we won that. Human Wave Tactics Turbo is the best deck of all time. I don't know what to tell you. And as a reward, we get 4 more Lost Millennium packs. Now, should I be opening Cyrev to dig for Sidra? Yes. But listen, I won with Jank, I gotta dig for the Jank. Show me the hero fusions. Alright. That's very funny. Literally unplayable card. It is now banned, but that is very funny. Nothing in here. Nothing in here. Last pack luck will not give us anything. Well, that would be fucking crazy if that card didn't just get banned out of existence, but you know what? You can't get lucky every time.
We lost to the deck that repeatedly summons level 1 normal monsters. Well, we have a side deck that can at least deal with a lot of Sophie's back row, so we will see how the rest of these games go. But for now, let's try 2 more times to pull a goddamn Cyber Dragon. That is Nope times 1. And that is going to be Nope times 2. Alright, well, it was a little bit of a long shot. We have opened 34 packs of Cybernetic, Cybernetic Revolution, not one copy of Cyber Dragon. Looks like the Shape Snatch is going to stay in the side deck for now, and let's get ready for game 2.
Hello?
God, I want to punch you in the face so bad. I am hosting. You... There's nobody in the universe who is more insufferable when they win with a stupid deck than Sophie, apparently. Alright, whatever happens in this rock, paper, scissors, I would like to go second again, if you will.
That is perfectly fine. I'm just gonna keep hitting scissors.
Okay.
I won't stop.
Hope your game-winning pulls treated you nicely. If you drop a side draw, I will cry.
Yeah, we'll see about that. Right now I'm gonna be doing something a little less exciting. Here's a set and pass.
Alright, let's start off with one of my things that came in from the side deck. It's Asura Priest.
Okay, that's not a bad one.
We'll go ahead and attack. Is it the 2100 one?
Listen, you know this guy's barbecue grilled with a charcoal is so awesome that everybody thinks it's priceless.
I suppose it is. We'll set to return to end phase and get Asura Priest back to hand. Your turn.
Okay. Let's try and get out some more guys here. I'll fitting room.
Okay.
Oh damn, 0 guys.
Well, looks like you have remembered that magical scientist exists.
I do. And let me tell you, we got only the funniest magical scientist interactions in this deck. But you won't get to see them if I simply don't hit anything. Well. Butte. Back to you.
Let's go ahead and normal summon our good friend Mirage Dragon in attack mode.
Summons perfectly fine.
Stop me if you've heard this one before. Axe of Despair.
Alright.
And we'll go to battle phase.
End of main?
Cool, awesome, great. In that case, you know what? I'm not playing this game. Also, in end of main, I'm gonna activate Shooting Star Bow Seal and equip it to my Mirage Dragon. What do you say we go ahead and just get in for 1600 here?
Wait. You're not allowed to do that. Come on, that's illegal. Come on.
We will pass it.
That's unfortunate. Damn, I kind of have to deal with this guy then, don't I? But I don't feel like I need to yet. I'm gonna set one and pass.
Alright. We'll go to main phase and... Oh, why the fuck not? We will equip Mask of Brutality to Mirage Dragon. We'll increase the clock a little bit.
Wait.
Proceed to battle phase, attack directly.
Wait, that's a problem.
And now we have you on a solid 2-turn clock. Go ahead.
I'll draw. That doesn't do it. Man, that is not a good situation to be in. I'm gonna set and pass.
Alright, I win. I will normal summon, well, first of all, we'll do this in the proper order. We'll activate Zero Gravity.
I
change Mirage Dragon to attack mode. Normal summon Asura Priest. Fuck you, and eat shit.
That one was a bit faster. It's like a little faster. Oh, man.
Well, that was, I feel a lot better now, so thanks for that one.
Shooting Turbo Seal!
Alright, Shooting Star Bow Seal working in the way that I intended it to. I really like this card in a limited format. I could have used it to weaken one of your tribute summon monsters if you had managed to get it out, and it also works in this way.
Yeah, it's an interesting card. He would have lost if I had anything that has attack points, but the thing is that I don't do that here, so... I see.
I had a fair bit of back row to chew up, but yeah, that was game 2. I think it lasted all of 2 minutes.
That sure was game 2. Incredible.
Alright, I am going to open 2 packs for winning. I'll talk to you in a minute.
Yep.
Alright, well, I would have preferred if game 1 had gone a little bit more like that, but I do feel better now. So, we're gonna go ahead and open the 2 packs that we received for winning game 2. As the loser of game 2, Sophie will not be opening any additional packs. Start draft? I thought I did. Start draft? There we go. Come on! Sidra one time! Nope, that's just more stuff I have. Spydra one time! 36 packs of Cybernetic Revolution. 36 of them. There are 60 cards in this pack, and I didn't open a single Sidra. Mother of God. Ugh. I hope Sophie doesn't have a fucking Sidra sitting in that goddamn 50-card nonsensical monstrosity. Let's get ready for game 3. I'm immediately so excited for this season because this is so much easier. Like every element of doing this has become requiring significantly less thought now that we have a side deck.
That's so valid. No brain cells here.
Alright, I am hosting.
Let's go, let's go.
Alright, for all the marbles, and you get to choose for the first and last time this match whether you want to go first or second.
It's very exciting. I am gonna go second. It may shock you to know.
Alrighty.
Good luck.
Good luck and have fun. This is not a bad one. I will... yeah, we'll go ahead and just stick this right away. Let's normal summon the Drillroid and set one and pass.
Yeah, Drill Ride is actually a bit of an issue for me.
Let's go! Cards that I pulled today are actually coming in handy.
Wow. A good GX card. Crazy. I'm in a fitting room.
Okay. No hits, no hits, no hits, no hits. One
Level
hit.
one.
I can deal with one hit.
One is good enough. Beep. Beep. Beep.
Alrighty.
Yeah, the drill ride makes things a little awkward, but I think I still need to just set a monster, throw down a couple of back row and pass it back.
Standby main. I will go ahead and run out a Steamroid in attack mode.
Sure.
Continuing my train gaming. Let's Steamroid into oppressed people. A Steamroid
I'm gonna
will...
just roar here.
Okay.
At start of battle phase.
Start a battle phase, that is fine. That'll do it for me. It's your turn.
Fantastic. Okay, that's something. And by that something, I mean that's an actual good card. I'm gonna sack my set Charcoal and Patchy for Cybernetic Magician.
Okay, that sounds good to me. This card's actually kind of nuts and limited. Yeah, that's fine.
Yeah, it's kind of a good card. I don't love this, but I think I do have to switch my oppressed people to attack.
Okay.
And base Revolutionary Cybernetic Magician will discard a card to increase the power of the oppressed people.
Okay, now I will zero gravity.
Damn. That's kinda good, huh? Kinda really good.
So far,
All I got.
good. Okay. Now... yeah, we should probably go ahead and start hitting in for some damage. I'm gonna normal summon Indomitable Fighter Lele. We will switch the guys to attack mode, and because I have some suspicions about what your face down is, I'm gonna Drill Roid into oppressed people.
I gotta think on attack.
Okay.
Man, the Cybernetic Magician only having 1,000 defense is so rough. I think what I have to do is order to charge targeting oppressed people.
Okay. What are you going to be destroying here?
I think I need to get rid of the drill roid.
Okay, Drill Roid goes bye-bye. We will Steamroid into Cybernetic Magician.
Yeah,
We will Lele directly.
just thinking in the Lele.
Set 1 and send it back to you.
Cool, let's stand by main. I will DDC.
Okay. Good luck surviving long enough for it to go off.
I believe in myself. This could be anything, by the way. Quite literally anything.
Were
I'll
we
set
not
pass.
finding the trap card?
Maybe. Listen.
I am going to humiliate you a tiny bit here. I'm going to normal summon Troop Dragon, and
getting
let's go
trooped on.
Stamp Destruction on the different dimension capsule.
You're still on fucking stamping destruction.
Hey, I had a Troop Dragon Stamping Destruction package inside deck, and you went and started playing some relevant continuous trap cards.
I guess it's some Pachi.
Alright, attacked with the right one. Troop Dragon
Yeah.
is going to get in, and we will pass it back.
Yeah, I see. Goblin Calligrapher?
Is that just it?
Listen, I'm gonna kill the Lele. Come on, it's so good.
You're not even gonna kill the Lele.
I feel so disrespected.
Yeah, that will fully be the end of the game.
It's almost like
Yes!
the deck actually sucks ass, and I just drew the only good card game one.
Your deck is Okay, so first of all, your deck is the funniest shit I've ever seen in my life. I wasn't laughing game one because it's very difficult when your friend has a funny prank, but you are fully the victim of the funny prank. Um, I do think that that continuous trap card is like a fucking problem and a half to deal with. Like, I had to go into my side deck to make sure that I
Right.
would be able to beat this. I am playing the Asura Priest. I've always been playing Triple Drillroid though, so you were
Right.
probably never safe from that.
Yeah, no, I mean, the theory is that human wave tactics, and to a lesser extent Fitting Room, enables a bunch of really powerful tribute monsters, like Thestalos, like Dark Dust Spirit. But the issue is in order to play those cards, you need to run 37 or more other cards. And I felt like I needed to go over 40, because you need to play a critical mass of guys who literally lose you the game if you draw them in order for human wave tactics to be good. I'm on some other payoffs. We have the triangle power in here. I actually had that in hand, game 2. And was like, I'll wait a turn to kill the Mirage Dragon. And then you gave it more attack points, so I couldn't clear it.
Dark Dust Spirit is a house. That
It
is
really
one
is.
card that I will say, like, throughout game 2 and 3, I was doing pretty good, but it was also, like, I had a strong awareness in the back of my head that I was, like, almost completely fucked if you managed to draw the Dark Dust Spirit, and you could just guarantee the recursion of your smaller monsters via human wave tactics. Because then you just, like, have a guy who gets rid of my guys every single turn, and I can never destroy enough level 1s and 2s to be rid of it.
Yeah, no, DDS is crazy. This is a card I legitimately almost banned going into GX, but it didn't have enough bans for it. Especially given that we get Treeborn Frog in a couple sets. And
Oh,
Treeborn
yeah.
Frog DDS is almost unbeatable in a limited format. But also, I do want to talk a little about the Scientist, right?
Can I? Yeah, I
Um,
am very curious about your side deck at this point.
yeah,
Extra deck.
yeah. So the thing with Scientist, I'm just on a bunch of level 6s with high attack. The theory is twofold. One, is that there's not that much good removal, so just Scientist summoning big guys is pretty good to help chew through your board. But the main reason is that the funniest interaction in this deck is Moki Moki King. Which says when this card is removed from the field, you can summon as many Moki Mokis as possible from the grave. And at this time, its monster effects could activate when they return to the extra deck. Meaning if you just Scientist for Moki Moki King and hit end phase, it goes back to extra deck and summons back 3 Moki Mokis.
I am actually very disappointed you didn't get to pull that off.
Yeah, dude, game 1, I had 3 Mokis in
Yeah,
grave and I
you
was
got
sitting on
all of
Scientist
them.
in hand. I just never had an opportunity. Well, Scientist was a good play.
Yeah, that, what else are you playing? Just like, kind of staple fusions from the DM era, just like a bunch of 2100s?
Yeah, I'm playing stuff. We got Dark Blade is the only one that does anything. Steam Gyroids here. Ojama King exists. There's also a card that I can't summon, because in GX they started printing guys that say you can't summon this off Scientist, but we do have the Thunder Giant for
I
emotional support.
I really appreciate that someone somewhere in Konami was like, damn, these elemental hero monsters, they're gonna be completely busted if you can cheat them out with anything. What was the card you banished with DDC?
It's Wave
Oh, yeah,
Tactics.
yeah, yeah, Wave Tactics. That makes sense.
Yeah, I needed to just hope you didn't have monsters and just like setting a guy every turn was enough to live, and then there's a decent chance I get the Wave Tactics and draw into a guy on the same turn, and then I'm in it, but yeah, it wasn't happening.
Yeah, my deck is pretty much like a bunch of big beaters, a bunch of equip cards, a bunch of battle tricks, and a couple of relevant tribute summons. I am running on triple Indomitable Fighter Lele and triple Steamroid. It is kind of interesting that GX started off with all of these, like, fair weather beaters, these monsters that do things on your turn and never again.
Indomitable Fire Lele is pretty fucking terrible when you're attacking over a 400 with it.
Yeah, this is the only, well, actually, I did think game 1 I had triple Indomitable Fighter. Game 2 and 3, I believe, I went down to just the one of to focus on stuff that didn't immediately switch itself to defense mode. Very funny too how Troop Dragon was such an easy side, because on top of turning on Stamping Destruction, it also beats most of the monsters in your deck.
It really does. Yeah, no, I guess I do have to ask, and I suspect the answer will be no. Did you pull anything interesting from your packs today?
Yeah, no, nothing. I am really bitter too, because with my winnings from last season, with the 4 additional packs I pulled today, I pulled a total of 36 packs of Cybernetic Magician, not one goddamn Sidra.
Incredible. I didn't find it either.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Did you
I
just
found
have
some
the
fun stuff.
Did you just have the one of brain control?
So I got that BrainCon. Funny story, I opened Lost Millennium again for my winners packs and pulled an ultimate rare brain control. So I'm kind of sad you got to see it game 1 and ban it, cause holy shit. But other than that, I pulled some, like, decent funny stuff. You can see in here, I did pull 2 copies of Cybernetic Magician, which is one of the best one tributes we have available right now, so I'm happy about that.
I freaked out a little bit when you used Cybernetic Magician to make your little guy big. That is a hilarious
It
interaction.
really is. I also got the Thunder Giant, which you're seeing here. And I'll say this now because you're gonna see it in editing anyway. From Cybernetic Revolution, I pulled 3 copies of Miracle Fusion. So you
Ooh,
bet
I
your
also
ass.
I also pulled triple Miracle Fusion.
Let's
actually.
go.
I'm very excited about that. I am hoping that I could get some good e-hero strategies online over the course of this season.
Bold to assume anything E-Heroes do, main set only, is gonna be good. But I hope that once we get some more fusions, we end up playing a mirror between the 2 worst hero decks you've ever seen.
Well, I will say we are starting from a place of just dumb big guy equips versus actual little guy turbo. So it can only go up from here, and we're so far down at the bottom that there will be a lot of space for really bad decks to win games like they did today.
That is so very true. I'm just happy I got to win 1 game with this pile of shit.
Oh my god, I wasn't prepared for that at all. Jesus Christ.
How could you be, truly?
Thank you all for joining us for this episode of Double Progression Trouble. Make sure you hit that subscribe button, leave a like because the algorithm wants that to happen. Make sure you subscribe to my co-host Sophie Apparently's channel. Sophie, do you have anything to say to the lovely people before we end it?
All I gotta say is make sure to come back next time to see if we can make a play stupider than a Kibio Drachmor target Goblin Calligrapher.
Oh my god! I targeted Moki with Spellbinding Circle!
Many things happened this match. Many things happened.
Alright, bye-bye.